Today we're going to talk about how to merge cars. Now, there's a couple different methods you can use. You can do it with Anawack, or you can do it without Anawack. And this video will cover who the fuck is Anawack for the people that just don't get it, how you can join him, and how you can use his targeting mode alerts on various accounts to accomplish certain glitches in the game. So let this be a basic introduction to bots on GTA and how to merge cars, whether it be regular cars or facility vehicles or special vehicles in your warehouse. I will cover these topics. The reason the screen is paused right now is so you can get a look at the settings. I will note that this will be a longer video because I want to go in depth on some topics that a lot of people leave out, and certain things that made it easier for me to learn the merge. So keep that in mind. Please don't, if you ever see me on Xbox, attempt to join my party and interrupt the party and the session that we're in and literally tell me that my video could be shorter. Yes, I hope you're watching, dude, because that was weird. But anyway, yeah, don't join my party and tell me my video could be shorter, man. Watch somebody else's if you want a shorter video. I'm gonna tell you right now, the reason my videos are longer is because I want to make sure that I go into some stuff that made it easier for me to understand. And for people that don't have a clue about this whole process, you know, they need to know who the fuck is Anawack, first of all, and lots of other little different things we'll go over today. So without further ado, let's get started. If you're gonna merge, there's some settings you need to cover first. So you need to make sure you're in assisted aim. If you're gonna do it with Anawack, we'll go through the Anawack method first of all, and then after that we'll talk about doing it without Anawack. So Anawack, he's this bot account, and it's just pretend he's a friend. All right, well, you can't add him as a friend because he's already got 1,000 friends, and I guess there's a limitation on that, but you can type his name into the search bar and you'll come up with all these different Joker looking guys from Batman, you know. So in order to get the correct Anawacks, I will place them on the screen in a second, but assisted aim, make sure you're in assisted aim if you're going to be using the Anawack's method. Okay, and then we have matchmaking. You want to turn that off, or closed, my bad, closed. Okay, spectators is off. And then graphics mode, a lot of people say to go in fidelity. I was only able to hit this merge in performance RT every single time. I did have better luck in a public session, but a lot of people say you have to do it in an invite only. You don't. You can do it in a invite only, a closed friend session, a public session, whatever. Just make sure your friend is already in there with you in the same session. Okay, because they're going to go to the car meet. And we're going to make sure that these settings are correct. You're in assisted aim. Your friend doesn't have to be in free aim if you're using the Anawack method. So you can just have your friend go sit at the car meet and wait for you to get glitched out and then invite you to the car meet. So a lot of these videos will be a lot shorter, but they won't tell you the specific details that I'm talking about and the certain difficulties that can arise when you're performing this glitch. So I think we've covered all the settings. Basically, I'm going to go ahead and start the video a little bit, and I'll pause it as I need to and explain things. So you're going to go into Anawack. Right here, you're going to just go onto the map, pause it, and hover over any job, right? Now that we have these on the screen, I can show you what I'm talking about. Wipe the tears with a Z in all caps is the same thing as Anawackxs. Okay, Anawackxs and him are both bots that are set in free aim and bad sport. If you're on PS4, the equivalent's Anawack 2 P4. If you're on PS5, the equivalent is Anawack 1 P5. These are what their profile pictures look like. And this is what their names are spelled like. These are the people you will need to join to get a free mode targeting alert to perform the merge glitch in the very beginning of the merge. When merging, you're only going to be using this Anawack or his equivalent in the very beginning when hovering over the blue job on the map and attempting to glitch out at the ticket spectator booth. The rest of the time, anytime you will need to join an Anawack, it will be the other bot that I will explain in a moment. So I was able to hit this glitch a little bit easier by hovering over the map, over the blue job, not selecting to start the job. Okay, keywords right there, because I was getting it wrong for a good minute. I kept starting the job and then it would say, are you sure you want to start this job? You don't want to do that. You want to just have it on this screen right here where you can see in the top left the name of the job. You're not starting the job. Okay, that's a very crucial step that a lot of people will skip. I skipped it a bunch of times and I just felt like a jackass when I finally was like, oh, duh. But just, it's the little things like that, you know? So pay attention to the very small details. Okay, do not start the job. Do not push X. Just see that X is showing to start the job underneath where Anawackxs is on the bottom of the screen there, and how it says point of interest and back and waypoint. Right to the left of those, you'll see underneath Anawack's picture, it'll be like X to start the job. Okay, so just make sure that's showing, but you do not start the job. Very simple. Okay, then you want to go ahead and select in your chats the Anawack equivalent or Anawack himself, depending on who's online. If neither one of these bots is online, then you can go ahead and use a friend and we can do the non-Anowak method, which I will discuss at the end of the video. But for now, you must have one of these Anawack's or Wipe the Tears online to be able to get this to work. So you join him in your chats, right? Go to the profile and it's going to say getting session details in the bottom right corner, and then on the first screen it's going to say, are you sure you want to join this job? And you say yes. Let's go there. Okay, right now I'm hovering over the job. See, it's getting session details right there. Bam. The first one I accepted. Now the second one right here, it says the job, activity, or session you're trying to join has a different targeting mode. Do you want to change your targeting mode? You're going to go ahead and push and hold down the X button, because we're talking about Xbox here, but PS4 users, there's lots of videos that cover your shit. I think we're going to hold down the A button. My bad, I'm fucking already talking like I'm playing PlayStation. I don't even have a PS4 or a PS5. But anyway, you're going to hold down the A button and don't let go of it yet, right? Wait until you see maybe, 2 or 3 seconds. You're just sitting on there with that button held down, and when you're ready, you got your other thumb over there, right over the X button to start the job that we have underneath this screen, right? So you're gonna let go of that A and then spam X really quickly, like 3 or 4 times. If you did it correctly, you'll see, are you sure you want to start this job? Right there. That's the correct screen to see, and you want to leave that on there for 5 to 10 seconds. After 5 to 10 seconds has passed, you want to spam A until there's no more alerts to accept. Okay? If you do not see this screen, if you see any other screen other than, are you sure you want to start this job? You fucked up and you got to start over. It's timing. If you don't get it right, it's timing. Okay, so just try again. Keep working on it. If you don't let go of the A button before you do it, and you push that X too fast, it's going to give you a network error. Okay, so you have to let go of A and immediately smash the X button a few times, and you'll look for that screen. Spam A a bunch of times after 10 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds, right? So there, I did it. Now, if you see no mini map, you're glitched out, you're ready to go, right? So I'm gonna run up to this spectator's booth. A lot of people are saying, oh, you can't get a ticket because there's no option to buy one. Just push right on the D-pad anyway, bruh. Alright, go up to the fucking window and just try. If you don't see a notification, you're not going to. It's there though. Right? Purchase the ticket. Okay? Now look, right here. This is the other bot I was talking about. Anawackxyt for Xbox, or Anawack 7 for PS4, or Anawack 10P5 for PS5. This is the other bot and the only bot you'll be using. Credit to Jazzy over there in the little bottom right corner of the picture, because I took that picture when I was watching his YouTube video to help this video out. So if you don't know who Jazzy is, he's very helpful. He has a lot of tutorials on GTA, and I use this picture from his video. So shout out Jazzy, thanks for the fucking picture. It's helping. So anyway, Anawack. Now this bot right here, this bot is set to be in assisted aim and bad sport. Okay, if he's not online, you'll need to join somebody else that's in the same targeting mode type as you. So if the other guys are online for the first alert, that's fine, and you need to join somebody that's in the same targeting mode as you for all the other times that you're joining in Anawack. You can just join any friend that you normally play with. So that's basically how you do that. Okay, so the first part, you're gonna need a person in free aim and bad sport, or you can use the non-Anowak method. But we'll continue. Here you join Anawackxyt if you're on Xbox, because in the bottom right of the corner you see a little loading circle. Basically, if you want to keep Anawack in your messages, just message him a little Y or whatever and he'll be there. Okay, so you join him and it's gonna get you unglitched right there at the ticket booth, and then you tell your friend to invite you to the car meet. So my friend's standing here at his car. He invited me to the car meet after I glitched out at the spectators booth and joined Anawack to unglitch myself. Okay, and on that Anawack, when you join that Anawack, you do not need to accept an alert and then cancel the other one, because you're in the same targeting mode. It's just going to tell you the job's full, and it's going to tell you to just push A because you have no other choice, and then you're good. So your friend invites you to the car meet, right? And you need to call out your personal car that you want to get the mods from. Okay, so I'll let you in on a little bit of knowledge here. The Maxwell Vagrant is the car you want to use to make a lot of the different hidden liveries. So like, I like the skull cars. I put the skull liveries on all the, you know, weaponized vehicles that I could, and the facility vehicles that I could. And yeah, that Maxwell Vagrant is nice though, because if you just put your Maxwell Vagrant in the state that you want it to be before you merge the car, so you put the wheels that you want on it, right? Make sure it's got some bennies on it. If you don't got bennies yet, get one from somebody else, or use this video to merge your Maxwell Vagrant, okay? And for the skulls, you use livery number 22. It's pink and green camo. But for Galaxy stuff, you use like number 27. Now, people have these charts up online. You can look them up. I'm not going to get into it too deep, but this is how you make all them special cars, you know? Okay, so I use the Maxwell Vagrant. You can use other cars too. Whatever car you want to make the mods off of and put them onto another car, basically. F1s, Bennies, whatever. Okay? But for special liveries, Maxwell Vagrant. So look, you're in the car meet. Your fucking friend invited you into the car meet. He's starting a sprint, or you start a sprint. It don't matter which one starts the sprint, but call out your Maxwell Vagrant or whatever car you're pulling the mods from. Make sure it's in the car meet, or you won't be able to start a sprint. One of y'all start a sprint. You get in your friend's car, and then when your friend is about to return his car, see at the end, now people say 3 seconds and people say 2 seconds. The key to not fuck this up is at the end of the timer here, when the timer says 2 seconds, he's exactly at that point supposed to push return car to storage. So if you're trying to open up your interaction menu, get to manage vehicles, and then go down to return vehicle to storage, that might take you 2 seconds. If you start at 3 and you're down to 1 second before it's over, whatever, you're going to start the sprint and you're going to be pissed off because you didn't get it right. So look, I just open the interaction menu if I'm the friend that's merging, and if your friend is the one, I mean if I'm the one that's in the car meet inviting my friend that's glitching out, and I'm about to return my car to storage at the end of the sprint there, I would have myself with my interaction menu open, hovering over return personal vehicle to storage, and then right when it goes down to 2 seconds, spam the A button a bunch of times. And that's what my friend is doing. He has his interaction menu open while I'm in his car. The sprint is about to start. There's only 7 seconds left. And right when he sees it get to 2, he's already on the option to return his car, but he's not hitting it yet. And as soon as it gets to 2, he's hitting it and he spams it a bunch of times. And it works flawlessly every fucking time. Okay, so that's what we're doing right here. Right now, he returns it. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, I get kicked out of the car. Now right here, I have to join that second bot, or anyone in my targeting mode, which is assisted aim. Okay, so you join that fucking bot right there, and you get off the black screen. It's going to start you in your car that you have the mods on, that you want to pull from the mods. Okay, so it's getting the session details, and I'm joining the session. It says it's full. Now right here, first thing you want to do is call out a buzzard or a sparrow. Okay, you basically just want to die. So I called out the buzzard. Now the buzzard's going to appear in one spot, directly in front of me on the fucking street, and the camera is going to be fucked up. You're not going to be able to change the camera, so you have to turn yourself around if you want to see what's behind you or in front of you or whatever. Okay, so watch what I do. I always make my car do a circle, and I back out to the street right here, and there's a fucking buzzard waiting right there every time. Don't move before you request the buzzard. Just request it right there while you're sitting in the parking lot. Turn a full circle, back out straight onto the street. There's going to be a buzzard right there near the driveway. You have to deal with the wonky camera angle. Stop, turn around a little bit, buzzard. Okay, get out, walk slowly. Okay, and while you're trying to figure out the controls, because they will be wonky and you can't change the camera angle, you need to walk slowly and use your right stick to adjust the camera while you're walking, and it'll help you walk the way you want to go. Okay, so you want to get into that buzzard and fly up and jump out and let him die. So I'm trying to work the camera right now with my right stick as I'm walking. So I got it, get up in the buzzard. My friend needs to stay in the car meet while I'm doing this shit. You don't want to go too far away with the buzzard either. Just anywhere nearby right here, okay? Jump out, let him die. Alright. Now you're going to be stuck right here. So what you do, see the little Anawack on the bottom? Make sure you got the right one, or anyone in your targeting mode. Join him. It's going to say the job is full, because you're stuck. You can't do nothing until you do that. That's how you unfreeze yourself. Get in session details. It's full. There you go. You're free. Check to see if you can move. Go forward or backwards, and then you see what I just did right there. I requested a helicopter. from the CEO menu. So CEO abilities, right there, request luxury helicopter. Now stop for a second. It's going to be either directly over to the right above that big wall, or for me, it's always in the parking lot behind me under the green sign that says, I don't know what the fuck it says, parts. Yeah, that green sign right there. So in the same parking lot where I started, that's where my fucking CEO helicopter always shows up. Okay, so I just hang out right here for a few and then back into that spot over there, and she'll start yelling at me to get out of the landing zone. Or if I'm feeling cocky, I'll fucking drive in forward like this and just wreck it a bunch of times. But as you can see, I'm in the right spot because I smacked right into it. Now I got the pink and green camo with gold wire wheels. Alright, I'm gonna work my way over to this fucking helicopter with this wonky ass camera and stupid controls that are backwards. Try to get in the helicopter and then choose to go to my office. Now wait for a second. Now if you're gonna go anywhere else, if you're gonna be doing special vehicles out of your special warehouses, you need to go to one of these warehouses, right? But let's say we're just doing a Chernobog, that's what I'm doing, or we're doing a regular car, whatever. You want to go to the Maze Bank Tower because that's where you can call your personal vehicles from, right? Or you go to your office, basically, whichever one is your office, bro. All right. And then I see LSIA vehicle warehouse. I might actually have my planes in there. That might be where you merge the planes at. I haven't tried that yet.
I'll get you there safely. All work and no play. All right.
So you going to the office?
Just call when you need me out again.
I used a different video right here, but it's basically at the same spot. Only daytime. So right here, stop before you touch anything and fucking get all fucked up in here with your camera angle. I'm telling you, man, just push up on the left stick and walk straight forward because it's going to spawn you at the point where you're looking at the desk. And if you don't push straight up on that left stick and if you push anything else, it's going to take you 10 minutes to get out of the fucking elevators and shit. Because I'm telling you, bro, I did it one time. Just push straight up on the stick until he stops walking. You will not have this good of a camera angle ever. Maybe. This was pure luck. Most of the time, my character isn't even on the screen. Okay, so just push up on the left stick until it stops moving. And then try to push right on the D-pad. And if you get the notification for your menu to pop up, then you did it. If it's all fucked up in the camera angles, just try to work your way through it and get to this desk right here. If you can't get to the desk, you may have to reload, but it's worth trying to get to the desk. So you're going to call out a personal vehicle that you want to put the mods on. Now remember, I'm putting the skulls on a Chernobog, right? So I got the pink and green camo on the Vagrant, and I'm going to call out the Chernobog from my facility. Now outside, my Chernobog is going to spawn, and I'm going to spawn out there, and I need to call out a buzzard or a sparrow again and fly up and kill myself. So here we are outside. There's a buzzard nearby, always on the street. If you call it as soon as you come out the door, bam. Alright, so I turned around like that to see where the fuck the buzzard was, because you can't see where you're going. My camera angle's all wonky on this one. My character's not on screen. See, there he is. Now I got in the buzzard. I'm going to fly up and I'm going to kill myself again, right? When I do that, I'm going to be stuck in the Chernobog. Now you don't want to join Anawack at this point. You don't want to join anybody. This is when you tell your friend to leave the session. They can go into story mode. They can go into director mode. I think they can even just leave the session and come back. So you jump out and kill yourself and you're stuck in the car. Alright, I got these badass fucking skulls on a Chernobog right here. There it is. Tell your friend to leave the session at this point. I already had this shit in there. Cool. Do you know how to give cars to friends? Okay, because at this point, with a Chernobog, you need to give this car to your friend or it's not going to save. But let's just say you're doing a regular car. Just go into the Los Santos Customs, whatever you call the fucking spray shop in this game. Can't remember for the life of me. I think it's Los Santos Customs. You go into Los Santos Customs and just mod the car. Change one thing on it, and then you can return it to storage, and it's good. But if you're doing a facility vehicle, or a special warehouse vehicle, or any other kind of vehicle that you can't take into the LS Customs, you're gonna need to give this car to your friend. Okay, so if you don't know how to give cars to friends, I have videos on this subject. Check my GTA Online playlist, all right? So I'm gonna pull this sucker up into the fucking parking lot at the casino, and we're gonna do the casino give cars to friends glitch. To swap this out correctly, there is a process. Watch the video. If you don't know, if you do know, there you go, you're set. You can just let the algorithm fuck my video and just skip it right now. Nah, that's cool. Anyway, that's it, man. Basically, now we're going to talk about not using Anawack, okay? But before we do, let's go back and touch on a brief subject. Let's say you just got done doing the merge, right? You're glitched out, you don't have a mini map. If you're going to go give this car to your friend, or go into the back of the Avenger to mod this thing, the thruster, or whatever you're doing, right? Like on this one, I put skulls on the thruster, but it wouldn't let me enter the Avenger or any other buildings for that matter. So in order to do that, you need to glitch out again or unglitch yourself. So I use one of the first Anawack bots to do that. Join the first alert, accept the first alert, and cancel the second, and it'll automatically make the mini map pop up. So let's see that happen real quick. By now you should know how to do that. Okay. So it's getting the session details in the bottom right. Almost. There it is. Alright. Accept and then cancel. And it tells you the job no longer exists. Now see, I got a mini map. I can go in the Avenger. Mod this fucking thruster, right? So I'm touching on all the subjects. You know, if you can't give this car to your friend or go into the Avenger or something, now you have a fix. Make sure if you're doing the thruster, you get all the different upgrades that don't switch over with the merge, especially the jet assisted takeoff, or maybe even the missiles, I think it is. So basically, that's it for now. I will go ahead and continue the video because I think there's one more thing I wanted to touch on, but it's not there yet. Shout out to Edmonton, y'all are a better gang. Every time that I visit, I'm wearing a bigger chain. I'm not trying to rap with you, fuck boy. I'm not trying to hang with you, fuck boy. I'm just trying to get it for my love. Just get in the way that you can get it. Now put that on everything I love. Land of the free. I put that on everything I love. Now let's discuss doing it without Anawack. You'll want to walk up all the way to the ticket booth window, and you'll need to be in the position to buy a ticket, but not actually buy the ticket. Just make sure that it shows right on the D-pad option to purchase the ticket. Now your friend that's in the same session as you, a closed friend session would be best for the non-Anowak method. They must invite you to a job, like Methed Up by Gerald is a perfect job, okay? So we're gonna use that one. Your friend needs to invite you to the job, and you need to hover over the job like when you're on the phone and it says start job, right? Invite to Methed Up by Gerald. So it'll be on that screen. I don't have it here on the video, but like I said, I use Anawack, but This is for the people that don't use Anawack. There is a very good YouTuber that describes how to do it a little bit better because that's his method. That he puts it in most of his videos for people that don't like Anawack. His name's Ray Barraza. So shout out to Ray for telling people how to do it without Anawack. But look, so you go up to the window, you'll have that option to purchase a ticket. And what you're going to do is go onto the screen where you're accepting the job for Gerald and spamming right on the D-pad at the same time. Now when you accept the job, you're going to need to tell your friend to quit the job. And as soon as you see getting session details, because you're going to join your friend that's in the opposite targeting mode, your friend needs to be in free aim for this one. I forgot to say that. So like I said, you're replacing Anawack, and your friend is replacing Anawack. So in order to replace him, your friend has to be in free aim, and they'll invite you to the job, and then they will quit the job when you see getting session details and are you sure you want to join this job. Okay, and you're going to spam the buttons to join the job, and he's going to quit the job at the same time, so you might want to be in a party so you can communicate, right? And as soon as you do that correctly, your mini map will pop, it'll be gone like this, and you see in my screen, okay? And you'll be ready to be receiving the invite to the car meet, as you saw me do in the video earlier. Like I could go into it all and try that method and show you guys all the steps, but like I said, I've discussed it here, so you know basically how to do it. If you need a visual, go watch Ray Barraza's videos, because he's going to be the one that'll help you out with the non-Anowak method a lot better, because he's got the visuals, and he explains it really well. So just give him a look, and then hopefully if you can get it done with Anawack, cool. If Anawack's offline, that's your other method. So I hope that helped out. If we can clear anything up in the comments, let me know. If you need somebody to merge with or whatever, like try to hook up with people in the comments. I see a lot of PlayStation tutorials. This is the Xbox one, so hopefully y'all can link up on Xbox and get it done. Merge cars before they patch it, because you know they're going to patch this before they ever patch God mode. Alright? Have a good day, guys.